Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the INSOMNIACS Podcast. Welcome back. This is the final episode of 2020, right? We got to end it off big. We love doing this show. Before I get into it, let's go ahead and announce our panel members. We got the usuals. CoolHandCruz. What up, CoolHand?
What's going on, everybody? Keeping it cool, baby. Let's go.
What up, CC?
Oh, we're still in work in progress. We're still in work in progress.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't see our names.
Oh, my God.
They can't hear us, can they?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the INSOMNIACS Podcast. We got a great show for you tonight. Last episode of 2020. We got a lot to talk about. Before we go into it, let's announce our panel members. We got CoolHandCruz. What up, CoolHand?
Man, keeping it cool, baby. Ending 2020 off on the right foot, on the good foot. Let's go.
All right. Yo, what up, CC?
What it do, baby?
What up? Free Uzi. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, everyone?
Sound a little extra happy today. I like
Oh, you know it.
Start a little pre-show.
C-Dolla sign. What's going on, G? That's it? That's all we're getting? All right. Anyways, this has been a crazy year. Very blessed to do the show and see the growth that we've been getting, the attention. It's been great. It's still a very small platform, but the growth has been amazing. So we really appreciate y'all for sticking around with us and rocking with us every week. It's not something that's super easy to do, and coordinating. It's definitely takes some time, but we love doing it for y'all. And we love seeing the growth and the feedback. So it's just been an amazing journey so far to see all this. And y'all got some words about the journey so far?
Man, it's been crazy. We went from what, starting off with 0 4 months ago, and we're at 274 subscribers currently. And it's just, we do a once a week podcast. It just shows that, man, damn, we're putting the work in. We really are dedicated to this, and I'm glad it resonates with our viewers, whether it's a small amount or a large amount.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. So shout out to y'all for tuning in with us. Buck Rogers, shout out to Jonathan Isaiah. What up to Slat? We're just gonna have another show. 2021 is gonna be some big things. I'm gonna introduce some changes in the show, try to update the look a little bit, but I'm excited to see what comes. This episode we're gonna be. Go ahead.
No, I was saying also, man, just shout out to the guests we had, right? Nova.
Yeah. We've had a good host of guests. I mean, we started off with Wooly Gamer. We had Hip Hop Gamer on. We had our buddies of the show, GQ, Trev, David Jaffe, Porter Rock, King Thrash, Do What You Do. It's been a dope lineup. Mooch and Crap, of course, the Dons Mooch and Crap. Shout out to them. It's been a crazy last couple months, man, and to see that we've been able to get these people on and get that validation from the community means a lot. So it's dope. I'm just be on the lookout for who we got coming out next. 2021 early off, it's going to be a pretty big show. We got tons of more guests, streamers, gamers, journalists. It's going to be bonkers. So just keep an eye out for that. 2020, guys, it's been a real one, right? It's been, COVID, Trump, stimulus checks, social distancing,
unemployment.
It's been crazy.
Stimulus.
Some of us,
we've gotten one.
Yeah, we're about to get this.
I got stimulated.
Yeah. But in gaming, it's been a crazy year. We've had a lot of increased interest in gaming, right? So as gamers, we've seen a lot of new people join the space. Being stuck at home, it kind of gives a reason for some people to get back into video games, who may have neglected it or not had time before. Now they have the time, and it's crazy to see how things have progressed through the year. Let's start off, guys. I mean, we had this year we started off. I think everyone was looking forward to Animal Crossing. That was the first big thing in gaming this year that like came out and like Switch sales went crazy.
in conjunction with Doom Eternal because they dropped on the same day.
Oh, exactly. So you had something for your more hardcore shooter fan base, and you had something for the casuals. Yeah, I mean, Animal Crossing specifically did numbers. It was one of the best selling games of this year. Switch sales were through the roof. I think Switch, besides like as of recently, they've been outselling the PS4 and Xbox every month.
What is it like? I want to say, well, like since its inception, what is the second best selling console of the last gen?
This past gen, yeah. What were you saying, CC?
And that it actually took the lead over the Mario franchise.
Did it really?
Yep.
Wow.
Wait,
that's news to me. That's crazy.
With New Horizons coming out, it sold so much that it blew past the Mario franchise total sales.
Oh, New Horizons. Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're talking about Animal Crossing as a genre, as a
whole became more powerful than now. Damn. Yeah. Than Super Mario, just with New Horizons coming out.
Listen, I gotta defend Mario right now. Until Animal Crossing amusement park comes out, stay there. Stay there.
Don't hold your breath because that shit might come out sooner than you think.
Yeah, they've been slaving Mario for the past 30 years, man. Come on, he ain't leaving the sweatshop. He's gonna come back next year for more.
Exactly.
Games.
He might even bring his brother this time.
My man got a whole amusement park.
Yo, shout out to Luigi's Mansion 3 and Mario 3D All Stars.
Oh, didn't they have a different Paper Mario type of game that came out as well?
They did. It was like something Kingdom.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to that because I love their Paper Mario series.
CC, you've been playing Paper Mario since as long as I known you. Really, since GameCube days, I remember you playing.
Yeah, I mean that was my jam back in the day. That was an interesting.
Yeah, I had it for 64 when it originally came out. Man, that shit was a lot of fun. It still holds up.
But I do want to say something about like the Switch and in conjunction with Animal Crossing. Like I had no plans on getting a Switch. Right, my girlfriend really wanted to play Animal Crossing, and I was kind of like, to the idea of getting a Switch, but she was insistent on it, so we got the Switch, and it really kind of opened my eyes to what else was out there, and it was just a fun console to play, like playing.
Oh man,
like Mario or like I said, Luigi's Mansion was like the best gaming experience I've had with my girlfriend.
And after the Game Awards, they even released that new retro portion of it, so now you can go back and get all these really retro NES games on there, which is just making it even more of a monster.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Switch Pro 2021 is definitely gonna be a thing for sure. I mean, I thought this year Switch Pro would have been a thing just to kind of go with the next gen, but we all know Nintendo they dance to the beat of their own drum. Like,
I mean, look, Nintendo did something really cool with that whole like Mario Kart home circuit thing. Like that's tight. Like my little cousin got that for Christmas, and I saw it, and like I saw the way he set it up. That shit is tight. Those tight.
Those are really hard to get.
Yeah, they are. It's crazy. Like it's still one of the hard. It's still a hard get. If you're lucky enough to get it, you're in the money, and you're gonna get your money's worth.
The thing about that game though is the fact that kind of like the Nintendo Labo, which was that cardboard thing that you can turn into a couple things. The fact that they're even going into AR, like that's something I didn't really expect from Nintendo. Not gonna lie.
Well, they've always kind of try and dabbled, like with the Wii, obviously, and things like that.
We're gonna talk about the Nintendo Power Glove, like
Nintendo's always been. That's what I'm saying. They've been trying.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was just interesting to see them get into AR when like no one else is talking about it on the console side.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Doom Eternal also. Smash follow up to Doom 2016. I own it. Haven't played it yet. I'm still trying to beat the last level of Doom 2016.
Yeah, it's currently on sale on the PlayStation Network right now for what is it, $27? If I'm right. If I'm wrong, can someone fact check me?
I got with Game Pass on PC. Something to play it.
There you go.
Nice. Nice,
And
yeah.
on PC, you're running that shit at like easily over 120 frames.
I mean, I'm probably gonna do the full 240 of my monitor. My 3090, because supposedly that game runs pretty easily.
Yeah, definitely. So I can't even imagine how fast you're gonna be playing it.
Yeah, you're lucky enough. You're one of the. You're in the 1%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're the 1%.
Yeah, I mean that's
you're 1%.
Definitely let us know how Doom Eternal plays on your PC. But yeah, I mean, Doom 2016 was already pretty fucking cool. So the fact
that's on sale.
Any of you guys watch Angry Joe reviews?
No, I can't say that I do.
Nope.
Occasionally.
Okay, so
You say regret it.
Angry Joe's review on excuse me. Angry Joe's review on Doom Eternal was just that sold the game for me. He was just like amazing. High like the intensities all the way up to the music is amazing. So when you're just running through killing everyone, like you hear that, that heavy metal that they made specifically for this game, like it's
So Guabzilla just fact checked me. Thank you, Guabzilla. It's $20 online on the PlayStation Network. Doom Eternal.
Yeah, pick that up if you haven't played it yet. I mean, there's a lot of other games right now, but with next gen starting off kind of slow. Damn, check the
Have you
chat
heard
real
of
quick.
Ring Fit Adventure from Nintendo?
No.
It's like the follow to like Wii Fit they did, and like for a while that game was also like really hard to get. Like I had
Is that the one where it's like the steering wheel kind of thing? But it's like
it comes with a tension band that you attach the Joy-Con to, and there's like a leg strap. And it's tough. Like I'm trying to work out a bit, but I haven't played it much. But like when I did play with it, like I was actually like sweating my ass off.
Yeah, it's great.
Really cool.
It's
so like Nintendo is always like innovating and like trying things that are like outside like the regular like video game space.
Yeah, they try and push it right now. You know what I did see on right now PlayStation Network's having this holiday sale, and it's like the percentages range. You go from 25 to like 75 to 80% off on certain games. And I was like going down, and I was like, damn, they have Jedi Academy, Jedi Knight on there. I was like, oh my God, just bought it. Gonna enjoy that.
Ain't no one trying to play them old ass games. Come on, man.
Jedi, we're not gonna. Don't disrespect Jedi. That was a good ass game.
Over here, bro. Come on, we're trying to push the pixels. We're trying to see the teraflops. We're trying to see the ray tracing.
I'm trying to play Star Wars Unleashed.
Yo, I was just playing Star Wars Unleashed today. No, that's kind of. Are you peeping what I was playing on PSN?
No.
I was playing that too.
Old Star Wars games.
Yeah, no, that was a good. I mean, look, Jedi Academy was fire, bro. Like Jedi Academy was tight. You got to create. Force Unleashed was dope, but I mean, Jedi nothing beats when you can create your own Jedi, and I'm talking about species. Any kind of species. Color lightsaber, whether it's a double or whether it's a double, you could dual wield, you could single wield. Oh, bro,
you can change your colors on your lightsaber on any Star Wars game. I'm just saying, Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Say what you may about it, but the combat at that time when those games came out was huge.
Oh, I'm gonna say this right now. I was a huge fan of Force Unleashed 1 and 2. I thought those games were dope, and I was a big fan of the actor who they used as the character model.
He was alright.
I was actually curious to see if those games held up, because like I thought Force Unleashed didn't get like good reviews, but like I remember it like as a kid like being so fun.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I loved it.
I have it on PS now right now if you want to check it out.
Nice.
I was streaming it today and it was perfect. I didn't notice any like lag or anything.
Listen, I would highly suggest, and we talked about this earlier, Nova. If you can,
I need to see gameplay or I'm not playing it. Simple,
bro.
I need to see something. But no, let's keep it moving. So this, after Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal, still pretty early in the quarantine. We had Final Fantasy VII that came out, and I got some words on this. This is one of my favorite games of the year. Definitely in my top 5. Obviously, it's an iconic franchise, but the remake, they just came back and they surprised everyone because, you know, any like longtime Final Fantasy fans or people who've beaten the original Final Fantasy VII think they know how it's going to end, but no spoilers. It's not what you'd expect. Put it this way: a lot of things are very faithful to the original game, but it's definitely something you should check out.
So artistic liberties were taken.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. The remake was made by the original creators of the game. So it's like if anyone's going to make changes, it should be the original creators, right? And Tetsuya Nomura was the game director, the guy who's behind Kingdom Hearts series. He was a part of the original team, even though he wasn't the game director. It's cool seeing him take that role and making it his own thing because we got, amazing combat. Trip, I know that you haven't really given it a good look, and when you were playing on the hardest difficulty with no experience. But I'm telling you, Final Fantasy VII Remake is one of the greatest of this gen, I believe.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like Kingdom Hearts 3 was such a letdown for me, and like Final Fantasy VII Remake was kind of like the game I wanted. Like it had
Facts.
like the cool combat, like the Kingdom Hearts style combat, but like it was a little bit different. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
I will say 2020 was a great year for remakes.
It was, yeah, definitely.
Gotta break away
What
from
came
that,
out?
though.
I'm not mad at the remake stuff.
No, I'm not either.
You know, what game?
I'm not thrilled about the remakes though. I'll tell you that. I feel like
you know what, and we did talk about this on previous episodes of the show. You know, like I just don't want to see of this become a constant trend.
Yeah, exactly. Don't keep recrafting and refining something they've already done when you could be exploring some new horizons.
True, definitely true. Yeah, case in point, Sands of Time, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. They showed that game off, and it just didn't look that good. Everyone just, I love that game. That game's amazing.
But then again, Assassin's Creed is just Prince of Persia. When you really think about it, you just don't go back in time. So, if you really want to play Prince of Persia, just play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but
I think you can go backwards in Assassin's Creed, if I'm not mistaken. Some of them.
Yeah, but this is like you get killed and you're just like you hit the whole tenant move. You go backwards 15 seconds and you just restart. You're like, all right,
tenant move.
Get back in here. Some Groundhog Day shit.
Do that time inversion.
Yeah, Sands of Time. If you played on PS2, you know. But yeah, the remake, it just looked like they're like, really? Like it just looks like an HD port. Like what the fuck is this? You know? Going to exactly what you're saying. Like if y'all are just gonna come out with this, I'll just play the original. Versus you guys, taking that time and money to just build something new and creative.
Yeah.
Any of you guys planning on picking up Final Fantasy VII? It does come out on Xbox.
Yes, actually, I'm doing that tonight, Andy.
Within 3 months.
No.
I'm buying it.
Nope.
It's gonna come out on Xbox discounted too. Just so you know.
It could come out free. I probably won't play it. I'm gonna
say this right now. I think everything deserves at least one playthrough. Even if you don't buy it, at least find someone and check it out.
I'm just saying,
more games a chance, but
you're doing yourself a disservice as a gamer if you don't check out Final Fantasy.
Isn't that turn-based combat?
No, I don't know why you're thinking this.
It's like Kingdom Hearts style. That's why I really enjoyed it.
I hated Kingdom Hearts too.
Really?
Yeah. I was never a big. That was because I remember back in the day spending the summers at my cousin's house. There was that and GTA that we were playing, and I would fuck off when they were playing Final Fantasy because I just did not fuck with it at all.
Yeah,
I legit tried. I legit would try to pay attention to the story, and it just. I could not get with it.
But here's the thing.
Hold on one second. I just want to shout out.
None of the Final Fantasies are turn-based though.
Aren't they?
No, not anymore.
They were.
They haven't been for years.
Maybe it was an old one of them, but I don't know. It's just.
Oh yeah, exactly. All the ones from back then were definitely turn-based. But hey, yo, GQ. I'll see it when I believe it. No, I'll believe it when I see it. What the hell?
I just bought it. I just bought it right now.
All right.
Literally just bought.
Until he gets to the second boss of Bloodborne, I don't believe nothing this man's saying.
Whatever.
You have till the end of the year to beat the second boss.
No, I got till February, actually. February, March. It was a 4-month deal.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna play.
Oh yeah, we're playing after. I'm just not streaming, but I'm down to play after.
KH2 is goated, GQ. Thank you. Yeah, like Trip, if you get far enough into, I would say about a third into Kingdom Hearts 2, the combat opens up like crazy. I mean, like you're just hitting like custom combos that just like flow so nice. They look really nice. There's like different like modes you can go into if you want to focus on combat, on mixed. Plus there's like another like hidden one.
But I'm just not that kind of gamer. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I told y'all I downloaded Witcher 3, played it for 10 minutes, deleted it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the term
thing. I didn't like Witcher 3 too, and I gravitate to those types of games. So I see what you mean. Witcher 3 didn't do shit for me. I played it for like 10 hours.
I heard it's really good on PC though. Like those controls are a lot less clunky on PC because it's really a PC game.
Well, the combat mechanics didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's so clunky because you have like that turn wheel. You gotta like pause the fight to like fuck with
Oh
the
my
turn wheel
god,
and shit,
yeah.
and it's like, what the fuck am I playing?
I mean, PUBG's technically a PC game, and I can't wait to get a Series X to play that again.
Wait, isn't PUBG a buggy fucking mess? I don't know.
It was, but they hooked it up. But
I never played it. I never played it on console. I only played it like mobile.
Oh no, I played it on console. It's just my Xbox just wasn't strong enough to. Once they started doing all the updates and everything, it was just, I would die to the wall, and I was losing my mind to that shit. So yeah, once I get the Series X, I'll be playing that heavy again. But I
feel like we go back to this like a lot. I think it's just at this point, it's just different strokes for different folks type of shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But that being said, I think you need to be equal opportunity with the shit and give it a try at least. You never know, you might like it.
That's true. I do. I am very critical of certain games off the break.
Again, yeah, and we were being critical on you about the whole Sephiroth thing. I want you to see why.
You guys want me? That's why I want me to play this game so I can have the tie. Okay, I see.
Because you see like how evil this dude is, but also like such a badass. He's like an evil villain that you almost like want to win in a sense. You're just like, oh damn, Sephiroth, yo, he's such a.
Like, you ever see a guy who has just it's like one of those things. Like his plan is so good, you just want to see it happen.
Yeah, you're just like, damn.
Okay.
You know what?
You want to see it. You want to see it.
I'm the type to root for the bad guy, so maybe I would enjoy it.
No, dude, you love. And then like his relationship with Cloud, it just, oh man, I don't want to even go into more than that. But like Final Fantasy story, and we'll get off Final Fantasy in a second. But Final Fantasy 7 storyline is actually pretty fucked up, like in dark. So there's Final Fantasy 7. And then there's a game before that was only on PSP called Crisis Core, which is a pivotal game in the story. If you know about what happened in Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII makes way more sense. But again, that game came out. It was a prequel they did after Final Fantasy VII came out, but it's amazing. And then there was Dirge of Cerberus for the PS2, which kind of sucked. But again, it just added to the story of Final Fantasy VII, and then they came out with a movie called Advent Children, which was huge. If you don't know about it, I'm surprised. They came out with this all CGI movie called, Advent Children back in like 2009, I believe. And I remember you could get it on your PSP or whatever. But yeah, this was kind of like the final addition to the story of Final Fantasy VII. It takes place in the future after the main game has been over, and like the world's a little different. No spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dope. So I again, not going to spoilers. The remake kind of I can't even say it, but
yeah,
it's worth looking at. Trip, even if you just like Google, like YouTube, like Final Fantasy story, like in a nutshell in 5 minutes, like you'll listen to it.
I'll say this.
I'll send you.
I'll say this. Are you a big fan of like plot lines and things like that, twists and turns and all that?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this game, Final Fantasy will do that for you.
Okay. It's very story driven. It sounds like.
Yes, highly.
Keep in mind that's coming from the guy who just bought it 2 minutes.
Well,
ago.
I played the original. Don't discount me. I ain't played the remake, but I played the OG.
All right.
You know,
gotta give you
getting real slick out your mouth today, young boy.
Gotta give you your little daily dose of some shit. You get a little brolic before the show.
Yeah.
So when it's on sale on the box,
I'll
check it out.
Guabzilla Final Fantasy 7 is on sale for PSN for $30 right now. Its battle system is stellar. That's facts. The battle system, you hit X and you stop. So it's like instead of so basically the game is running in real time, but the moment you hit X, it goes on a super slow mode. Everything's just kind of frozen for a second. You can pan the camera around. You can be like, all right, what do I want to do right now? Do I want to use magic? Do I want to do this? So you can play very like strategic basically, or you can just hit mash. But the thing is, you're not going to get far just mashing. And if you didn't want to stop and you just kind of wanted the flow to keep going, there's shortcuts to like your abilities and spells that you can set. So yeah, it's really worth checking out, man. Let's see what else we got. He said it plays like Devil May Cry, where you control 3 players simultaneously. Yeah, you can swap characters in the middle of battle. So you can be like, shit, Cloud's getting his ass beat. Let me switch to Aerith and get the heat off him, heal everyone. And she does insane magic attacks. And you have Barrett, who has a gun attached to his arm. He has his own. Everyone has their own set of weapons, skills. You have party members come in and out, but you're pretty much always with Cloud. It's crazy. Grobzilla also says PUBG's on PS5. Ran like trash on Xbox One.
Oh, yes, it did. But still was catching dubs until I kept dying to the goddamn wall. Then that was a wrap.
Grobzilla has a question for you, iTrip. He said, how'd you last more than 10 minutes with PUBG at 10 frames per second?
Oh, I was a god at that game. I mean, yeah, it was choppy as fuck, though. He is right. The frames were absolute trash. But I mean, shooters. I'm decent at shooters. That's my preferred type of game.
You had the frame advantage, man.
Yeah, and the things weren't rendering for me, so I could see motherfuckers through shit. So there was that.
Through the frame shit. Like, he doesn't even know that his building didn't even load up yet. I see him right there.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. But like at first it was like that for everybody, and then once the 1X or the 1X drop, that's when it was only like that for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears a little bit from Final Fantasy 7. Resident Evil 3 remake. I don't know about anyone's else personal history with the Resident Evil series, but Resident Evil 2 and 3, but 3 especially, it holds a special place in my heart because my older brother had that game. I remember that game and 2 were the only games I would not play. I'd refuse to play. I love watching them, but I would get nightmares and it was just too creepy. You know what I'm saying? How you had fixed cameras and then you go past a certain corner and then boom, the camera changes and then a dog pops out of, bursts out a window and is about to kill you. It just crazy. So the fact that they remade Resident Evil 3 Nemesis and brought back that fucking terrifying villain is just dope. And it played well. Capcom is just taking straight W's right now. All their remakes have been fire. We did talk about a couple episodes ago about their leaked roadmap of games that could be coming out in the next couple years. If that's true, it's going to be insane. But Resident Evil 3 remake, really, really dope. Thoughts on it, guys?
I mean, I have none, only because like the last Resident Evil game I played was the Resident Evil 7 VR. Was it? It was the VR one. Yeah, 7, right?
Nothing like Resident Evil 3 remake.
No, I believe it. I mean, I just haven't played the remake. I played the original. I remember how much I loved the original. I haven't played the remake yet. Haven't got around to it. Yeah,
Nemesis is quite the motherfucker, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he has an RPG. No, he has a minigun. What am I talking about? But I'm pretty sure he does have an RPG at some point in the game. Yeah, I mean, if you like fighting 10-foot, pretty much indestructible demons that chase you around the game.
Oh, I'm all for it. I'm just saying, like, just haven't got around to it.
Dawson, you never played Resident Evil 3 or the remake? I'm surprised you haven't checked those out.
No, like when I was younger, I was also like way too afraid to play those games. But yeah, no, I think I need to check it out. Like, remember all the memes like that? The one scene where like the Nemesis guy like walks into the room and they like make him Pikachu, or like that that train.
Yeah. That game was terrifying.
Yeah, I will say I think we're all in the age group in which, like, when that game originally came out, like we can say we were brave enough to play it, but like we really lying to ourselves, you know?
You watching the older cousin play that one?
Like, shit.
Any of the OG Resident Evils?
Oh yeah, the one on N64 is the last one I'll probably try out the remake just because the last one I played was N64, and even that was terrifying.
Yeah. In the N64 one,
but so was Turok and Turok 2, and that shit came out.
You know what?
I wasn't scared of.
I wasn't scared of Turok. I was never scared of the Turok series.
I mean, okay, that's not
about
true.
it. Like, I
you would
just
get scared when the dinosaurs would come out of nowhere. Yeah, it was jump scare. Yeah, but
that's what had
that
me
was
scared
about
to play
it.
the game after a certain point. Like,
for real.
All right, so Trip, the Resident Evil 2 did come out on N64. So that's
Oh, I remember that when that fucking dog jumped out the window. That's what fear is. That's where fear comes from. That's how you know.
Oh man, dude.
You have tank controls too. You have tank controls, so you can't just jump out the way. You're over here.
Nah. You out here first. You got to freak the fuck out because that shit just happened. You've never seen some shit like that before.
Nah, fuck that, dude. If you want a game this, if you want scary, Resident Evil VR was fucking freaky. That shit.
Yeah, I 100% believe you. My cousin had me play some VR game that was terrifying, so I can only imagine Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 7 VR my God. Was one of like it was like the second or third time I played VR, right? And I was like, okay, like how scary could it be? It's on PSVR. Resolution. Nah, I was terrified. There's just one scene pretty early on in the game where you finally escape the basement after somehow getting in there. And I remember walking up the stairs. I'm like, la da 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 da. Great, there's light up there. Great. I'm like 3 steps from the top. Next thing you know, I just get jerked around. I look back and someone's pulling me down the stairs. And I kid you not, I threw off that helmet. Luckily, the person who owned it wasn't in the room. But yeah, man, that was.
I think the only downside for that Resident Evil game was the fact that you didn't have motion controls. You had to play on the actual like PS4 controller. That's the only downside, and it was still scary as shit.
That's just the restriction of the hardware, Like PlayStation VR is not there yet.
Yeah, but the game was still scary as shit, despite that.
It was.
Like that was. Whew.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up the remake. But yeah, that game definitely made a huge splash this year. If you played it, drop a comment. I'm trying to. Look, Budzslightyear said bunch of scaredy cats.
Hey,
bro, I was like 7 or 8 years old, bro.
Yeah, Hey, look, we were kids, man. We're not 20s.
I'm not gonna lie. I did get it. I did grab the herb. You know what I'm saying? Mixed up the herbs. You know what I'm saying? Get hurt, you mix up the herb. You spray them. But I didn't get far. I started the game off and got and you have to understand, games back then were fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Not only did you have like your checkpoints were fucking typewriters that were scattered around the place. You have like 5 bullets.
Yeah.
2 shotgun shells and 5 handgun bullets. Like, okay, boom. I go to this room, I find 4 more bullets. All right, bet. And so you have to pick and choose. If you're not hitting headshots, you're screwed. Like it was tough.
Yeah, but yeah, Guapzilla, Resident Evil.
And you had no
VR takes
2 walkthroughs. You had to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't just hop online and see what to do. You had to either have the book or fucking know somebody.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, why is there a Metal Gear background up right now?
Was it what?
There's a Metal Gear background up right now.
Oh.
But
I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's on sale right now. Metal Gear 5, like $6.
Love Metal Gear. Let's get into Last of Us 2 arguably the biggest, most the best game of the year, arguably, right? Allegedly,
critically,
critically, yeah.
critically acclaimed game, and I don't even want to get into the controversy because we could talk about that for the rest of the episode, and it just some stupid shit. So it's not worth getting to. But there was a lot of drama behind this game, and it turned out to be really good when it actually came out. Because if y'all don't remember, there was a big leak. The plot line leaked, say like a month game came out, and I believe it even forced the game to come out earlier because that leak happened, and they had to come out and kind of make a statement saying Naughty Dog had to come out and say that what was leaked isn't really like representative of the final story, and a lot of people were kind of making their decision based off those leaks, which showed a slice of the game, but it's not the same if you're playing it and going through all the motions and all that. But when it came out, it was a commercial success. Again, one of the most critically acclaimed games of the year, plus most talked about, argued game ever. Like, I think a lot of people were split on that game for the most part.
I mean, I don't see why. It was, from, I didn't own the game, but I played it. I had some cousins who owned it, and from what I played, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if I enjoyed it or if it was just something that it was an experience, like you ever go to like a fancy restaurant and then they everything's like all these crazy dishes, and you get something and it just like tastes weird, and it's just like the experience, and you're like, is that because the food's like delicious, more because like it's unique and like a experience thing? I feel like that's how like The Last of Us was. Like it was an experience. Like it was like so cringy with the violence and like all the like intense death scenes. Like whenever someone died, like you just like the camera would just like zoom in on their faces as their skull got crushed, and you'd hear all the sounds and their screams. Then you hear their friend in the background, like, "Oh, Jesse, no!" So it was just like it was just like way too intense.
Holy shit! I like this game a lot more now.
Yeah, no, and like just all the death scenes, like it's an experience. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it was a crazy one. I mean, again, arguably one of the best games this year, if not the best. Guabzilla says Last of Us 2, most well-crafted game ever made. Final Fantasy VII Remake, my game of the year 2020. See,
yeah, and Buck Roger, you're right though. The Last of Us 2 definitely got gamers pretty split on it. Like it is down the middle.
Yeah, it's a good experience. Sadly, our Xbox counterparts will never be able to play it.
Yeah, but technically it's amazing. Like the graphics, like the motion capture, the acting, and all that. Like that's like top rate, like best in class I've seen.
I will say, I think the reason why people are even more split on it now is because literally right after, I don't even think a lot of people gave it a chance, because right after Ghost of Tsushima came out.
Yeah, well, a month later, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't pick it up immediately because of Ghost of Tsushima. I was just more interested in that game than.
No. I know. I'm just talking about in general. Like, that might have been, another reason why. You know what I mean? Like,
yep, no, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Let's talk a little bit about. I can't remember the name of the dev. Riot. I'm sorry, Riot Games. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about Riot Games. So CC, I know you play a good amount of their games, League of Legends, Valorant. What this year, and I know you had some thoughts on this. What was big about what they come out with this year?
I mean, personally, this was a big year for Riot. Riot released Legends of Runeterra, which is kind of like a card-based game, and they also released Valorant, which is their first person. So let's just get into it. Legends of Runeterra is a free-to-play digital collectible card game developed and published by Riot. It was released on April 29th. for Microsoft and Windows, Android, and iOS. So the game is, you can play it on your phone. Just one of those kind of quick to play card games. If you ever played Magic, I'd assume it's something along the lines of that. But it kind of dives into more of the League of Legends Champions, which you would probably already know if you play the game. So it kind of adds in that extra twist. So you don't have to do much learning if you already know the game. Over here, we also got Valorant. Valorant is a free-to-play multiplayer tactical first-person hero shooter developed and published by Riot for Microsoft Windows. It was first teased under the codename Project A in October of 2019, actually. And the game began a closed beta period with limited access on April 7th, and then followed by the official release on June 2nd, 2020.
Damn, is this the Wikipedia?
Yeah.
No.
But yeah. And then as well, on top of doing all of that, still in the League of Legends game itself, they were able to release 6 new champions to their roster, adding Set the Boss, Lilia the Bashful Bloom, Yone the Unforgotten, Samira the Desert Rose, Seraphine, what the hell? Sephanie, the Starry-Eyed Songstress, and Rel the Iron Maiden. So they definitely were getting really busy this year.
Are you excited for the future of Valorant? Do you think that's
oh yeah. I mean, for the people who play, let's see, Overwatch. It's a game like Overwatch, but it's also mixed in with CS:GO. So if you're more into that really intense first-person shooter, but then also has the twist of like every hero has an ability and everyone can do something different, that's what's really fun about it.
Okay.
And then you're doing search and destroy. It's only search and destroy. I mean, they just came out with a free-for-all, but it's mainly search and destroy, which is very competitive, as you guys know. And they have like a quick 4-round, like shuffle random weapons type of match.
Would you say it's still like in beta right now, or?
No, I would say it's out because they've already released about. I would say, I don't know the exact number, but I want to say.
I'm just going off the fact that it's only has like 2 game modes now.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what they were trying to do. It's meant to be more of that competitive, League of Legends and Riot. They love that competitive game style, and I think that's what they were just shooting for with this game.
Yeah, Paladins only got two game modes. That's still fire.
Paladins is. I was just about to ask CC, iTrip. What do you personally have more fun playing right now, like Valorant or like Paladins? I know you've dabbled in Paladins, CC, or am I wrong about that?
No, I haven't dabbled in Paladins.
You never dabbled in Paladins? Oh man, you should, bro. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's fire.
It's a lot of fun.
Just started playing it again yesterday.
Did you really?
Oh my god, yes.
Yo, let's run.
They added a new character. They're constantly adding new people. They added a new Flame character.
I'm a dog with Victor.
Oh, bro, I'm a god heals with Saris.
So yeah, it's just exactly like looking at Paladins right now. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
I thought you had played Paladins. And I just wanted to see the comparison if you had one.
I think I actually played maybe one day of this, but never really went back to it.
Okay,
run it, yo.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It has a really big game base, so you'll definitely if you get into it, you probably enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean that sounds cool and all, but what y'all know about RuneScape?
That's more on the side of WoW type gameplay.
Nah, yeah, I remember that shit was middle school.
Actually, there's currently RuneScape 3 is out right now. I don't know how I got into RuneScape.
That shit was middle school for me. That shit was fine.
I played literally the original MMORPG. It's the longest running MMORPG.
EverQuest?
Tibia. Yeah. It's called Tibia. And then RuneScape came out a little bit after that. Tibia came out in 1997.
God dang.
And then
first place I saw RuneScape was G4.
Oh,
Really,
yeah,
first
RuneScape.
game I saw RuneScape was in my computer class in a 6th period in middle school. And everyone played that shit. No one did work.
All right, so to my people in here who play Fortnite obviously had a huge year, from the Travis Scott concert to the Marshmello concert they did, DC and Marvel tie-ins. What were some like big things from this year in Fortnite?
I'll say the biggest one was Marvel, like hands down.
Yeah, that brought
That
me
was the
right back
biggest-
to it when I wasn't. Yeah.
That was the biggest thing, being able to, they kind of teased it with the whole Deadpool thing, and then all of a sudden, as the seasons progress, you find out, oh my God, they did a tie with Marvel, and you got Captain America, Daredevil, Blade, Ghost Rider, all these
cool part is
characters.
they let you use their powers too.
Yeah, that was cool too.
I think they just released Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and I forgot who the last guy was.
Oh, Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, like I said, those were all, and like, it's great. Like Thor, like they kick it off with Thor out of everyone. Mm-hmm. And you obviously only he can hold the hammer, and which is really cool. And that's the glider. And then I don't know, Iron Man, Wolverine, Mystique, Storm. Like,
yeah,
it was great.
When you think about it, they've been teasing this for a while because they had Ragnarok. You could get a couple seasons back too for the level 100.
And remember when you can beat Thanos? That was a minute ago.
Yeah. That's true. That is
the Battle of the Glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, man. The Venom skin was probably like the really cool, like the coolest one for me.
Oh, I don't know, man. The Master Chief.
Bro, that's the second.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, they had the God of War Master Chief thing too right now, and the Mandalorian. They kick it off with that this season.
They kicked off the Mandalorian this time.
I got the regular trooper. I got the Sith trooper. Yeah, I got the Mandalorian.
Yeah, see, and I'm gonna say this, a lot of people, or a lot of, I guess, hardcores, I think there's like a split between, people who play Fortnite and what people consider hardcores, or maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. But man, say what you will, Fortnite, they did the damn thing when it came to it came to market.
So I'm pretty curious. So Nova, if they added like a Playboy Cardi or a little Uzi Vert bundle, would you get back into Fortnite?
Hell yeah. What? Slat. Let me get Playboy Cardi skin and Fortnite and lit. We playing that all week. 24-hour stream, bro. Let's get it.
Free Uzi.
Free Uzi.
God damn. Hey, look, you heard it here. I'm gonna hold you to that too.
Can I be real? Give me a Metal Gear character, and I will like that.
So if they put a stake in the game,
are they teasing like a Master Chief like event right now? Or
they teased it, but I didn't see nothing else after the Game Awards.
I know the skin is out. And I know they did a thing. I know they recently just dropped another
movie. Created a game in creative, and it's already out.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because I know they did another thing with like Red versus Blue just recently this week or last week in terms of promotion for the Master Chief thing.
And if you don't care about Fortnite, make sure to leave a like on this video.
I mean, hey, look,
no, if you do care about Fortnite, leave a dislike.
It just.
I guess I gotta change it real quick.
I know Buck Rogers saying he can't believe Fortnite is still a thing, but look, it takes some skill. It really takes some skill.
They did it right.
Shout out to the 10-year-olds who can build and piss you off.
Right, exactly. That's what it really is. Adults getting mad because kids are crying them. That's the real problem.
Well, you know what?
They're seeing the Succession take happen right before their eyes, and they just don't want it.
They wasn't ready for it. Exactly. They wasn't ready for it.
Exactly.
I do want to give Fortnite its credit, though. It's the one game that really utilizes the Xbox Pro controller or whatever it's called.
Elite.
Oh yeah, the Elite. Yeah.
Shout out
a benefit
Epic Games
of having that. Yeah.
Gears of War, just creating gold over there.
Wait, Gears of War?
Aren't they Epic Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, the original was better.
It was originally. Yeah.
They started it off.
They started off right.
They laid down the foundation.
Yeah, but
they know good games.
Yeah, but then Xbox dropped the ball.
Yeah, they really did. Well,
didn't play Gears.
Cliff Blazinski started off with Gears, right? I think 1 through 3, and then I can't remember his name. OG dude from Gears. I'm drawing blanks, but anyways, the creative director actually left right after Gears 5. So from what the rumors I'm hearing, they're gonna put Gears on ice for a couple years, which I think they should. I want to see some newer IPs out of Xbox, like original IPs. So we'll see. I mean, we've seen some teases recently, but I still think maybe the Medium might be the next like big game come out on Xbox. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Them about. See.
I'm talking about like more like in the near future. I think Medium might be the next thing.
Yeah,
and maybe Halo next fall. I don't know if there's anything in between, but things could always pop up from now to then. So yeah, I don't know how we got onto this. We were just talking about.
Oh, it's because he just wanted the Xbox guys just wanted to get the clout real quick. It's all good.
Shout out to Travis Scott, my free happy.
Yeah, let me get the Cactus Jack.
Speaking on more trash games, let's talk Fall Guys Among Us.
Whoa,
that is not a trash game. You gotta take that bass out of your throat too.
Yeah.
Relax, guy.
I'm just speaking my opinion.
But hold on. No. Nova, now it's your turn to sit in the chair.
Yeah, you sit down.
You were giving iTrip shit about Final Fantasy, so now we're gonna give you shit.
Now go sit down over there. I'm gonna start hosting now. Thank you guys for coming. Like and subscribe as well. Thanks. Andy, just sit down.
Nova, until you try the game, don't talk shit.
So here's my take. I will try it on mobile when Fall Guys come to mobile.
No, you're gonna download it on your PC.
Download it, bro.
That's it.
You know what? Once I'm built, my PC's done. I will play it.
That's it.
You have it in your library on PlayStation. Why don't you just play it and then delete it if you don't like it? It's so simple.
No, I'm going with CC's recommendation. I'm gonna play it on PC and all the teraflops unlocked. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these guys fall though, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about. I want to get the frames and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Now I've tried.
Now we're gonna go into Fall Guys.
Yeah.
So all right, but on a serious note,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Fall Guys.
All right, so we got Fall Guys out of nowhere. It is the next type of Mario Party game, big battle Mario Party, I would say.
Yeah. Oh my God, what? And it came out what, PC and PlayStation only right now. Sorry, Xbox, but
came out released on August 4th and took a storm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was the first. I think I was the first one out of all of us on the crew to actually like play it initially when it came out. And man, that was a lot of fun. Hella fun. Hella frustrating too. And it's just like frustrating, but in like the best way.
It has proximity chat, right? So I can talk that shit.
Nah, it's
it's just like party chat.
No chat.
It's just
there is no. Yeah. Wait, unless you're in a party.
Yeah, unless you're in a party, you party chat.
Yeah, real quick. Shout out to Buck Roger. He says gonna need a 3090 to play Fall Guys. That's what I'm talking about. Once I get my, my setup, my 32 gigs of RAM, I'm saying we'll get it popping with the Fall Guys.
Yeah.
That's called like overkill. You're just like killing that game.
Y'all want to talk about Among Us 2?
Let's get into it.
Guapzilla coming at you, Nova. Did I just hear Fall Guys slander? Someone trying to get dunked on.
Yes.
Wow. He will not get past the first stage. He will not qualify.
I think me and Guap got to run the fade real quick. All the Fall Guy stuff, man. Yeah. But no, I mean, I have it. I really haven't given it time to check out. I recently picked up a backwards compatible PS3, and I'm trying to go back and play some of these old titles I really liked. I'm gonna start streaming PS1, 2, and 3 games really soon. So everything's just slowly come together.
Yeah, but now, going back to Among Us. I've tried Among Us. I couldn't get into it personally. I've tried it.
Who does not like a murder mystery?
I like a murder mystery. I guess it just depends on who's in your party. I feel like that's the caveat.
If you're playing with we gotta just do a live Among Us session with just us.
Insomniacs Among Us.
Yeah, just an Insomniacs, just little mini game.
I'm about it.
Among Us.
I'm down.
When you're playing with your boys and you're all just being sneaky and backstabbing each other, there ain't nothing better.
Like real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, like real life.
I'm gonna come over and scratch Andy's Ghost of Tsushima and then just pretend like I was just eating pizza.
Yeah, that's why I got it downloaded.
No,
you know
it's excuse me.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know what I really enjoyed? I don't know if anyone's seen it, but like YouTube is
talking on me right now.
YouTube has had this thing where it's like they've actually done like a live version of Among Us. You know, like people actually getting together with their friends and like, you know, setting up the entire house like, you know, the Among Us style.
Oh,
it's pretty dope.
Amazing.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I enjoyed it. I thought it was tight.
Robzilla said 60 frames per second on PS5 get dunked all over. All right, I'm gonna give it. You know, I got the PS5. Might as well check it out.
Oh, if you check it out, we playing tonight.
Yeah, not happening tonight. But I will. If y'all plan it and someone streams it, I'll do it. I'll say that if we plan it, someone streams it, I will play it. I'll download it.
Bet. I'll hold you to it. We got it on the record.
We got it on the record. Verbal. That's a verbal contract right there, Nova.
That is. We'll take you to court for that.
That's legal in the state. That's legal in the state of Maryland.
Y'all got receipts on me right here.
Yeah. Well, are we talking Fall Guys and Among Us or just Among Us?
Whoa.
Let's be specific. Let's be specific here. Don't get yourself in legal trouble.
Let's switch gears to the real game, bro.
There it is.
Whoa. Are you pulling a game everyone wants to hear about? Are you pulling rank right now?
I'm scared.
You're pulling rank right now, aren't you?
You guys getting
wait, are we still talking about those two trash games? I'm down to play. Like I said, someone set up the stream. They're downloaded. What's up? A guy got them in the library. Y'all got me 1 hour and 3 minutes of this podcast. I said I will play All Guys or Among Us.
No, and not and or. Change up that phrasing.
Yeah, what's up? Why don't I gotta play?
You gonna get the work in both. You gonna get the work in both.
I got good taste in games, man. Y'all trying to bring me down and shit.
Next
thing you know, I'm gonna start playing Fortnite and shit. Come on.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is.
Hold on.
You gonna be mad
again. Don't act like you ain't play it.
Start for the first time rollover.
First of all, C-Dolla sign as my witness. I put him onto Fortnite.
Exactly.
He's huge in a Fortnite.
But that's what I'm saying.
I didn't last past season 2.
Yeah, it's because you haven't got back on. You didn't see the type of updates they were doing, man. They're the fastest updating multiplayer game there is.
Everyone's on that John Wick skin back last time I played.
Nah, ain't nobody on that now. It ain't nobody doing that no more. All right, because you sound.
They actually came out with the
you
real.
Sound like Miss Pac-Man right now, all right? That's just old, all right?
Well,
you can't see it. You can't see it, but I got my chair ran around the
room. Wait, what?
I said you.
All right, you know what? Let's stop tweaking. Y'all heard? I said what I said. Let's talk about real games that people want to hear about. Let's talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Let's tell them about Sea of Thieves.
Oh my God! What is there to talk about?
No.
Visible Kraken.
I just wanted to hear his reaction.
Invisible Kraken, just game development.
Invisible Kraken. His tentacles above the water. You go underwater, nothing's there. You know, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about real games. So Ghost of Tsushima, right? Made by, I was about to say Insomniac, but it's Sucker Punch, right?
Yeah, Sucker Punch.
My personal favorite PlayStation 4 2020 game. Blew my mind. Again, I passed up on Last of Us 2 to play this game. It was everything I thought it could be plus more. The combat system is fucking insane. I'll go on about it in a little bit. Oh yeah, by the way, the raid, if you haven't played it, play the raid. Check free skate, just play one match, any match with any of the 4 classes. But CC, being an Xbox guy, I want to hear your experience with Ghost of Tsushima.
Let's
switch it up.
Like, it was intense. Like, that was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. If I had more time on it, I would definitely have gotten better. I can see how the mechanics work.
I remember you were hitting the perfect parries pretty quick, and I was surprised. I was like, "Damn, you're picking it up."
That's that multi-plat and multiplayer games we be playing on the box over there. So,
man,
is it the same? Is it the same multiplayer games that we could play on the Sony side?
Some of them, yes.
You mean majority of them -2?
Some of them, yes.
And majority of them -2.
But no, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna regroup. I gotta regroup. Cool Hand's just trying to derail the hell out of this train. I see you.
I know, he really is. Sit down, boy. Sit down. All right, so let's continue.
Get back to your corner too, cuz.
What were your takeaways from the time you had? Because you were
takeaway. I wish I got a chance to play the multiplayer. I think there's huge growth for that. I mean, even if it is just one-on-one battles, that's perfectly okay in my book. That makes it even more competitive. But I like the idea of changing stances. You have different stances for different people, the different swords, obviously. There's a lot of history between the samurais in Japan and in that whole that era. That was a really pivotal point in history, honestly. So I'm pretty big into history, and I do like things that kind of act on those and display different parts of history. And just a little fun fact for y'all. I think there was a father and a son, and the way that the samurai sword, the katana was made is these two dudes went into a cave for about 45 days and just prayed. And they were forging and just praying for 45 days. And they came out with the katana. And back then they were just using these big blunt swords that, would break or, you'd clash. They were blunt objects. But, these dudes came out and, they would go into battle and they would slash up. They would fight and they would be fighting these big clunky swords and they would break and, they would always come back after a battle and count the swords that they broke and see what they had to do to basically recover. But these two dudes that created the katana, after they came back from battle, none of their swords broke. So again, pivotal point in history. Little history lesson for all of y'all, real quick. But
hey, man, appreciate the history lesson.
I don't know if you saw what I put in the chat, CC.
I was trying not to. I saw you trying to derail me again, so I try to turn my head real quick. I'm on the swivel.
Yo, Buck, you got to play Ghost of Tsushima, bro. Matter of fact, if you get it, let me know. I'll add you. Let's run the raid. It's really fun. Like, if you played, one raid, one Destiny raid or World of Warcraft, it's different World of Warcraft. But if you played a raid in a raided type environment, the Ghost of Tsushima raid is amazing. Guabzilla 100% agree with you. He said Tsushima is absolutely amazing. It's a perfect game. Shame it came out so close to The Last of Us 2. I think I think it could have beat it. And it was the Players' Choice Awards. Gamers actually voted for that game over us. But the game is amazing. The first takeaway I got from the game, I'm like, wow, this is like Assassin's Creed, but better than Assassin's Creed. It's like they took the Assassin's Creed formula. I always tell this to people, but they improved upon it. They made it better. Just like how, depending on what TV you're playing it on. I'm playing on a CX right now in HDR, and it just looks fucking amazing. So just having the visual aesthetics, having like the HUD-less display, having your waypoints be represented by the guiding wind that just following the wind to your waypoints. I mean, just
I actually love that feature. Actually, I think another cool feature was the fact that they had a lot of actual Japanese sword experts be consultants on the game. So, you know, when the game came out, you know, I saw various reviews of actual like sword experts saying that like the gameplay and the action of the movement of the swords and all these things were, you know, accurate as hell. You know, so
yeah, no, I did see some videos. I mean, there were a couple inaccuracies, but like, but I wouldn't have changed anything what they did because, you know, there were so many different eras of samurai, so they kind of consolidated some things. They kind of mushed some time period together in terms of like the styles, but I think it all turned out really well. And funny enough, even though this game was made by a completely American studio, it did numbers in Japan relative to, you know, PlayStation owners in Japan, but it got rated amazing. Like I think it got rated like a perfect game by Famitsu. So the Japanese really received it well, and they thought it was very authentic. I mean, you can play the whole game in Japanese. You can play the whole game in Akira Kurosawa mode, which is black and
famous Japanese director. Yeah.
But Buck Roger, I feel you, bro. You say you can't do online, just not my thing. I'm pretty much all JRPGs and all games. I'm pretty
the exact same way.
But I think Ghost of Tsushima online, it's not a huge online mode. There's it's like 3 game types, different variations of difficulty, but it's definitely if you like Ghost of Tsushima, I think you should look at it like this. If you can play the story mode and honestly enjoy that game, the online just feels like an extension of that.
Yeah, just think of it.
You're not just think other people. You're playing with other people.
Yeah, just think of it. It's online co-op basically. It's nothing else. You're just playing AIs. You know what I mean? You're not playing against each other. You're doing raids together. It's online co-op mission.
Don't worry, it's not real multiplayer.
Yeah.
I felt that
real multiplayer is played on PC anyways, but yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's Valorant, man. I'm telling you, you take a corner in Valorant, and someone will just flick headshot you. You'd be like, "Oh my god,
bro, you need to get on that Paladins. I need to convert you."
Oh, dude, when I get my PC set up, I'm down to check out anything that's good on PC. I'll tell you right now, for the first, after I own a PC, I will and have a gaming rig. I'll be open to try out anything, even if it's ESO, even if it's fucking.
Even if it's ESO, bro, you won't be leaving it. I'm telling you.
I'll check out World of Warcraft. Fuck, even though I know that's not my type of game, I'll try it out and give it a fair shot.
Buck Roger is better than Warhawk. It's better than Warhawk.
Oh yeah, I mean it's different. It's different. If you just look at the single player experience, it's like that. Just more focused in on certain classes because for certain classes of players. So you can play as a samurai build, Ronin build, assassin, and hunter, which is like your bow and arrow specialist. So you're essentially a specialist, and there's like certain weapons in the game or online that aren't in the single player, and like different gear too. So like something really cool. If you're playing the single player, you're like, oh, this is great. You go online, there's completely different gear, and you're just like, oh shit, this is cool. I can specialize to be a assassin, which something I wanted in this game, which I did get ninja vibes. I just kind of wish there was a ninja outfit that gave you like better sneaking and like, I don't know, like just made you silent or something. That's one thing. And Dallas, I know you beat the game already. Is there like a ninja suit?
No, not really.
Damn, if they did, you know what ninja suit I want? I want Beverly Hills ninja suit. That's all I want. Give me Chris Farley Beverly Hills ninja suit.
You put a bad taste in my mouth.
What?
What? I love the movie. I'm just saying, like I'm over here thinking like sleek ninja coming out killing motherfuckers. You're like Chris Farley, nah. I'm saying like for real that I feel like whatever sequel to Ghost of Tsushima is, as amazing as the game is already, give me for Ghost, like dive into that ninja shit a little bit more.
That's what Sekiro is though. Sekiro is more ninja shit.
Yeah, but Sekiro is less realistic.
Okay, I see what you mean. But I would like.
And I love Sekiro.
If they do, if they do the ninja stuff, and they do like, if they do like, I would love them to do ninja suits based on like games, like a Ninja Gaiden suit would be dope.
In that vein, or no, I mean, give me something that's more accurate, like how the game already is. But I'm just saying, like, you're pretty much a fucking ninja in the game, anyways, if you use the ghost skills, right? Samurai by default. So maybe what I'm asking for is like, hey, give me a more specialized samurai skill tree, and then maybe give me more towards one or the other, or just tailor it more for that ninja style. Because I feel like they didn't mention ninja one time in the game, even though ninjas were a thing in this, time period. So maybe they're saving it for the second one. Who knows? But yeah, I need to hear more thoughts on Ghost, man. I know everyone's at least experienced it.
Surprised someone on PlayStation not playing it. Because I feel like if I had a PlayStation, I'd have sure as shit would have played that game.
Yeah. Boston, you have nothing to say on Ghosts? Like, you're shocking me, or you're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
I mean, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's probably my like 2020 game, for real. Like it was a game where I wasn't excited for. Like, I was excited for The Last of Us, but then when I played it, I was surprised at how good it was. Like, I really liked the tight parry system. The difficulty wasn't too bad. I like just like sometimes just being a badass and just walking straight into the camp and like just killing 5 people in a row and then just going crazy on everybody.
Trying people.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, shout out to Wooly Gamer. He posted this video up where it was called like the terror build, where he just like jumps up from like down below and just murks 3 dudes, and then like every other person he kills, the next guy is like terrified and like backing up. He just goes, kills them, and then like you get to the point where you see people like literally running away from knocking people down with the arrows. It's pretty epic.
That's crazy.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, that's kind of like the end of the game skills.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm far behind on that.
Well, I'm all my skills are maxed out, and I'm still like 2/3. I'm not even done with Act 2 yet.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I play these games super methodical. I will hit every side mission before I progress the story.
I feel that.
Like, on my map, I can see it. I'm going to do the side story. If the main mission's there and I've done it and I've cleared everything else there, I'll do it. But yeah.
See, I did that for Miles Morales because the game was so short. So I wanted to feel like I played the game longer, and I wanted to stretch the game out longer. So I did all the side missions and stuff. Yeah. But no, I feel you, and it goes to saying, like, me and C-Dolla, we had it. I mean, I had this when the game first was announced, when the gameplay was first shown. We already know. I gave it a 7. I said it was going to be a 72. Dollar said between a 70 and an 80.
Yeah, because I played Sekiro. I played Neo 2. I was like, do we really need another samurai game?
Yeah, y'all were talking shit.
Hey, look, I'll eat my crow. I enjoyed it. Me and Dollar did the raid. You and me, Nova, we did. We played online survival many nights. You know what I mean? We that was fun.
Yeah, honestly, Ghost of Tsushima Online was one of the most fun recent times I can think of, where I played like a multiplayer experience that was different. It didn't feel like your regular.
Yeah, because you don't really like online games like that.
I mean, I'm just kind of desensitized to them now. Like when I picked up this is the first Call of Duty I picked up in years.
Yeah.
Black Ops and what is it called? I don't even know what it's called.
Cold War.
And playing the story mode, which, to be honest, I'm weird. I always liked playing the campaigns before even playing multiplayer. Like, I had to beat the game, then play multiplayer. Mm-hmm. But like halfway into the campaign, I was just like, like the novelty kind of wore off. I'm like, this just feels like another Call of Duty game. Even though I've had fun online and zombies is cool. It didn't stick out to me like how Legends stuck out to me. It was just something completely different. The leveling up, like the strategy, like your build can definitely make a difference depending on what everyone else has. if you're a Ronin and you're maxed out and you can revive everyone, like that's super useful. Like there's certain games where if you don't have a Ronin, people just jump out. So
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I will say that it's a testament to how good the game is. Like, it requires coordination. You know what I mean? You have to coordinate well in that game.
Definitely.
Especially in the raid. When me and $sign and his boys played the raid, oh my god.
What was Bob? I just read your comment. I hope that's not a spoiler for the end of the game, but I could see that though if it is. Yeah, Buck, Warhawk, Guap, Warhawk. We all know that game was something different. I like the comments that we're having in the chat here. Plot a ghost and have a DOI ninja outfit. Hey, maybe there's something I don't know at the end of the game, but if Jin Sakai turns into a ninja, I'm happy. I am really looking forward to the next one.
Well, I guess we really won't know until we get to the end of the game. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's gonna pick up with a new character.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Jin Sakai because his story's kind of over. Like, what is he gonna do?
All right, bro. I haven't beat the game yet, so I don't really know if his story's over yet. So chill out. Jeez.
I guess, like I said, I guess I'll have to find out, and then I feel like it's one of those stories that's gonna be left out like up to interpretation. Wow, I had the biggest brain fart right now.
No, not really. You guys just finished the game.
Let's switch up gears. We've been talking about Ghost for too long.
Which you can't talk about Ghost for too long. Ghost is vicious.
Hey man,
whoa, we got other big topics here.
All right, let's get into the next thing. You're right. You're right, CC. Let's talk about the biggest flop, arguably behind Cyberpunk, Marvel's Avengers. This game was hyped up. Square Enix developed. Or wait, was it Crystal Dynamics? No, it was a Square Enix studio. Yeah, I mean the game had a bunch of bark, no bite. Game came out, content sucked.
Yeah, I think
it was Crystal Dynamics that made the game.
Yeah, I think I was the only one who played the beta, and I told you guys, man, I didn't think it was gonna do anything.
Yeah, I was open minded to it, but it being Marvel, but it really didn't live up to anything. Funny enough, you heard so much about this game upcoming to the launch, and then the moment it comes out, the week after, you don't hear shit about it.
Well, no, I did hear. I mean, there were a lot of people who did do a playthrough, and
No. I'm talking about past the initial playthroughs.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Else about it, we haven't heard anything. All right, the last time we talked about that game
was the beta.
There was no follow up after that about the game.
It was the beta. That was it.
I just saw the menus and like the rarities and stuff, and it looked like too much like Destiny. I was like, I don't want to invest in another Destiny.
Yeah, and I think people were a little mad about like I guess the lack of characters already. I mean, I know there's supposed to be a lot of DLCs coming up as as we get into the new year, but I mean, when there's a game where where a lot of people are saying, the story, the writing in the story is amazing, but the gameplay doesn't match the writing or the story in general, then I mean, the writing's on the wall, you can have a great story, but if the gameplay doesn't match it and there's nothing like really driving you, then what's the point, right?
Not even that. The characters are like knockoff versions of their movie counterparts, which I understand licensing wise why they would do that. Why pay these fucking actors if you can make some cheap copy version of them. But it just
you gotta license the likeness of the actor and the characters from Marvel. It's a lot.
I mean, if anything, they should have never gone that route. They should have just gone with the kind of, not so much the hard animated route, but give me a comic book feel. If you're going to go the comic book, writing and comic book aspect route, just do the whole thing then at that point. Do the character design, actual comic book like. You know what I mean? Like Ultimate Alliance did a great job with it.
No, what I mean? With they want to look like a big AAA movie, but instead it comes out like B movie kind of thing.
Exactly. But I mean, you can still make it look like a AAA, but you just don't. It doesn't have to be, human like. You get what I mean? It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to look like Robert Downey Jr. It doesn't have to be that way.
I could give two shits about how the characters look like because I'm not looking at their face most of the time. Give me good fucking gameplay.
Exactly.
Something I got my reactions from watching it for the first time was just like, I'm watching like Hulk or Thor, I'm sorry, smashing people with the hammer. I'm just like, it doesn't look like it has any like weight to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, gameplay with Thor.
I think the only thing that was cool was and I mind you, I've only played the beta, so the only thing that was really cool that really grabbed my attention was when I was flying as Iron Man and I had to shoot people down, like when the bridge is collapsing, and like it was just and I love the fact that it was kind of difficult for me to kind of aim while I'm flying because Iron Man's flying all over the place and you got to kind of aim and steady the aim to hit your guy. And I thought that was really cool. And I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty tight. But other than that, like everything just kind of felt, limited and basic. The combat system for Hulk, it was very, it wasn't even like the the PS2 game for Incredible.
None of us own these games at all. Like this is just based on obviously reviews and like, so while we may not be the best people to tell you, hey, this game sucked. I mean, it was pretty much said by everyone who played the game. I don't think you need to play the game to know it's not.
Yeah, like Bobzilla said it perfectly. Avengers was just a wall puncher. You can't go back after playing open world Spidey.
Iron Man fires slower than a granny climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. Facts. Like it's just disappointing. Fuck that game. Stop trying to make cash grabs for Marvel. On that note, let's talk about Hades, a game I don't know much about, but CoolHandCruz does.
Well, I mean, I just know it was an indie game that just kind of came out of nowhere. It released for PC, then it came out for the Switch later in the year, and it obviously made great reviews. Just watching the gameplay, like I'm taking it back. Like I still need to buy it for my Switch. I haven't played it yet. I've just watched gameplay. I've watched Twitch walkthroughs.
What do you think of it? What do you think of the gameplay from what you've seen? Well, what makes it so special? I don't know shit about it, so like put me on.
It looks like one of those really fun indie games. I'll just say that. Like
what about the game is special, or that's different? Or I've been hearing a lot of things about it, but like
I don't think it's more so anything different. I just think it's more so the story behind it.
Okay.
That for me, that's kind of like the big difference. It's a 2D game. It's yeah, man.
You have not sold me on this game.
I'm not going to be able to sell you the best way I can. I personally need to play it just off the reviews that I've seen, off the gameplay that I've seen, and then I can give you a better solid take myself. GQ, if we can get him on the phone later on, he'll be the better one to sell you on it.
All right, bet. Yeah, no, GQ, that was his game of the year. So
yeah.
I mean,
I only played like Transistor from that company, and I liked it for a bit, but then I kind of got tired of it after a while, and I've never picked up any of the other games. So I know they had like Pyre after that, which was pretty popular, and now Hades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the catalog. What's the developer again?
Supergiant Games. You never played Transistor?
Yeah. No, I did.
It's just a role. It's just a role play. You're playing just a rogue, a rogue guy.
A rogue what? Samurai?
No, like a rogue Hades.
Oh, okay. Cool Hand. I got to give you a D- on selling this game to me.
I don't give a shit, bro. Like I'm just saying, you're controlling the son of Hades, basically. And
shit.
Yeah, and you're just trying to escape the underworld to get to Olympus, and then you get gifts bestowed from other Olympians, and it's a hack and slash kind of combat system. I mean, it's just there's a lot of cool shit about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're trying to get away from him. You're trying to get away from Hades, because he's dispassionate and things like that. So
I agree with you, man. Some of these indie games can be really good. I'm looking forward to Blade of Fury and Crystal. Yeah, I'm just kind of giving him shit because I don't know too much about the game. I know that it was up there for the year.
You also hate indie
trying
games.
to find out a little bit more about it, but being lazy and not looking at myself. But no, that's facts though. There are definitely a lot of indie games that have pushed the needle.
But it's cool. It's a pretty cool 2D game. I like the way they designed it. I don't know, and I'm not really for 2D games like that. And this is just one that I'm just kind of like. And I'm not saying it's not Alien Hominid vibes, but like I remember seeing Alien Hominid and like Castle Crashers and things like that. Those 2D games that like kind of drew me in, and I got that same feeling when I saw this game, and I was like, oh shit, all right, I'm gonna try it out. Then like watching the gameplay, and then hearing, seeing the walkthrough, and obviously paying attention to the story, and I'm just like, oh shit, this can be really cool. You're playing the son of Hades trying to escape the underworld, and you're using, you're getting all these really cool tools on the side, and it's just a hack and slash.
True. To Crash 4, the resurgence of the beloved Crash series, which hasn't had a proper sequel in many years. Many years. I mean, the last one we had, which I wouldn't really call it a sequel, was Crash Team Racing, which came out God knows how many years and generations ago. But
no, you didn't. You had Crash. You had Crash PS2. Then you had Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, didn't they like sell it to like Sierra or some company, and they made shitty like Crash and Spyro games?
Yeah, there was a whole bunch.
Well, Toys for Bob made the most recent Spyro games, the trilogy.
Yeah, but in between that, like right after.
Yeah, there were a whole bunch of Crash Bandicoot games that just.
They're in the PS2 years.
Yeah, they gave Crash Bandicoot. They gave Crash Bandicoot tattoos at one point.
That's what's. Oh, I got to put that footage of that Crash Bandicoot ad I got that I showed you. But
yeah.
Well, tell me, what do you think about Crash 4? Like, is it a direct sequel to 3 technically?
Yeah. So it's like a hard reboot. Yeah, so it's like a hard reboot. So basically, it's like all the other games don't matter anymore, and the Insane Trilogy. It's the Insane Trilogy and Crash 4 now. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everything else in between doesn't matter. PS2, Xbox Ones, like all those games don't matter. I'm personally enjoying it right now. I bought it yesterday when it came on sale, and I love it. It's definitely a harder game than I expected, and I'm only on the 3rd island right now, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's definitely a fun feeling. It's one of those games that's, obviously we know it's for kids and it's for adults, but man, am I having a blast playing it. And I love the fact that it's, it's not easy. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I've been playing it too, and it's pretty faithful to the original trilogy, I would say. Like the difficulty, kind of like finding the secrets and stuff, like the kind of like the platforming challenges. It's very faithful to the original games. But I kind of wish I got it for like Switch, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, because like if I'm gonna dedicate my time to play a game on my TV, I want to play something like more visually pleasing, like Demon Souls or Miles Morales.
Well,
like something like a 2D platformer kind of game.
Okay.
I'd rather like play like on an airplane or something.
But isn't this game supposed to get like the PS5 upgrade for the game?
Well, I mean, it's just like Crash. Like I don't care how good he looks.
Oh, true. I mean, look, but hold up. But do you agree though? It's harder than you expected.
Yeah, I mean, I recently played through the original trilogy, so I would say it's about equally as hard as those games. And those games weren't easy. I played on emulator, so I could always just like have my free states and go back to the challenges I fucked up on. But you can't do that on this one, PS5, obviously. So yeah, I would say it's kind of challenging.
Yeah, I do like the fact that it's like, you can do like a pass and play, kind of like that old Super Nintendo throwback to Super Mario Brothers, when you could play as like, Mario or Luigi, and then you could just give it to the other controller, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I like the fact that it gives you the option. It's like, oh, when you lose all your lives, do you want to restart the whole level, or do you want to restart from the checkpoint? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's a fun game. I highly recommend it if anyone is a fan of the series. I mean, I hope C-Dolla recommends it. It's definitely a fun. It's definitely a fun.
It's fun, but I feel like it plays better for like a mobile game. Like on Switch.
True. Well, let's go into a little bit bigger topic now that that came across our desks this year. The infamous purchase of Xbox games by Microsoft and the impact that may have for the future. I mean, we talked about it on the show in length, but it was definitely something that was a huge part of 2020. It's Microsoft trying to address a lot of their previous criticisms of not having first-party studios coming out with content to entice you to buy an Xbox or get into that ecosystem. So,
and I still bought it.
You still bought it, but you were gonna buy it.
Bah.
But it was big news. It's arguably, or I wouldn't even say arguably, maybe the biggest purchase in gaming of all time. They got a plethora of studios. Bethesda being, the most infamous of all in that lineup. So, let's give it to our Xbox guys. What do you guys think of that? And what do you think the impact is, considering it was like one of the biggest things this year?
iTrip, you can go ahead. Want to start?
You start us off.
Personally, I just love that. I drive by ZeniMax every day going to work. Like, what? I mean, that's just so cool. But I just think that it's huge for us. It's gonna be. I'm excited to see hopefully new games coming out from the studios. I'm excited to see some reoccurring games coming out like Elder Scrolls 6 and. I just think in the long run, it's what Xbox needed. They needed to acquire these studios. They needed more of their own, and it's gonna really help the future of Game Pass for them and really give Game Pass the value that it deserves.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the future Elder Scrolls and also all the content for Elder Scrolls Online. Really, that's I know they're gonna size Xbox for, and that's I'm so heavy back on the Elder Scrolls again. I'm so psyched for that. But yeah, and also the new IPs that'll come along with it. That'll be exciting to see. And the different we'll see what they do with their studios, if they have them actually collab with any other internal studios or not. But even if they don't, the games will still be fire, because the only bad ZeniMax game that was bad that I can think of is Fallout 76. And other than that, all their games are fire, so we should be good. It should be really good.
I'll see you out there on that ESO too.
Oh, bro. I'm getting 810 very soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely a ballsy move from Microsoft, and I think everyone, especially fans, have very high expectations to see what they do with these. I mean, we know Perfect Dark's coming. That wasn't a part of it, but we want to see, or fans in general want to see more. Like, give me an old game, an old franchise that we can bring back as a AAA IP, or just come out with something new, man. Like, again, even though this was big news on paper, are they going to make any of these games exclusive for Xbox?
Well, the only games we know coming out from Bethesda in 2021 are PlayStation exclusives, right?
Yeah, and they have it for a limited of a year or a year and a half.
Like literally the only games that we know that Bethesda is going to come out with in 2021 are PlayStation games.
Yeah, it's like what?
Their stuff's probably going to be more 2022.
Yeah.
2022 is probably when we start seeing the games that are making.
But here's my thing. A year is a long time.
This year flew.
Did it? This was a long ass year.
We're here, aren't we?
Not really. I feel like the first 2 months were long, but the rest just flew.
Yeah, is it still March?
Yeah, the first 2-3 months took for fucking ever. But I don't know. The rest just, I mean, I was working the whole time. I never lost no work out of this. So yeah, it was great for me.
I don't know. I guess the question that I get is this going to help Microsoft compete in that? I hope so. You know, and not, this is outside some fanboy shit. Like,
I mean, I think that's only a fanboy thing, though. I mean, what's there to compete except for fandom? That sounds like entirely fanboy stuff.
So, let me clear my throat. So it's not though, because it's Microsoft.
What other competition is there though?
Xbox is in a decline right now. They are. They're not as popular. Their sales are shit. They sell hundreds of units. They just sold hundreds of units in Japan, like next gen systems. They're just not relevant. So yes, you spend $7.5 billion. It's for a reason. You're not doing it just to make gaming more friendly for casuals. No, you want to gain a following. You want to get that share.
Yeah, that's to pull more hardcore gamers, but
dude,
a majority of.
I will say this.
2 billion gamers. Hold on, no, I'm not done. 2 billion gamers. How the fuck are you supposed to hit 2 billion gamers, right? What are they making just mobile games? Like, if you're trying to get 2 billion gamers, guess what? You got to get a lot of that mind share and market share that PlayStation has. So, yeah, I mean, again, outside of fanboy shit, if I'm a Microsoft, all right, let's say I'm a stockholder in Microsoft, right? I want them to do better than Sony. I have financial interest in it.
Yes, as a stockholder, yeah, I'm not a stockholder. I'm not sweating that.
I will say this: the other side.
What they do falls down because it falls down to the type of quality games you're getting. You're not getting Halo 3 games. You're getting, the games you guys are getting. And they aren't good. They haven't been good. And again, I don't want to go too deep into the fanboy shit. I
feel like as a stockholder, you're looking at where they're going to be making money, and they're putting all that in Game Pass and subscriptions. Yeah. So,
but I will say that
buying ZeniMax is beefing up that catalog of getting all the Bethesda games in Game Pass.
But not only
how fast are you going to get that ROI on? Spent $7.5 billion, and Game Pass is still not profitable, right? It's not.
That's what I'm trying to say right now. The other side of that coin is, hey, these games are still available on PlayStation, and they're still available on PlayStation and on Xbox as well, and on PC. So
that deal,
not that they're not. No, I'm saying either way, Microsoft is getting their money. You know what I mean? The fact because it's still on multiple platforms. You know what I mean? Even though they want to increase the player base, right? You're still going to make your bread off of us, just like you make your bread off Minecraft, because it's played on Nintendo, it's played on PC, and it's played on the PlayStation as well as Xbox, obviously. So that's. Go ahead.
But no, I'm saying, Buck Roger, you said, I hate to say this, but darn phone games make bank. I 100% agree with you. Phone games make the most out of anything.
Too much.
So I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying, like, for Microsoft to hit this ambitious goal of 2 billion gamers, which I want to see them achieve, it's not that I'm rooting against them. I want to see them do good. I want to have that feeling again where I'm just like, damn, yo, like I need
an Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it, because I mean, look, we talk about it a lot. And it's more, and sometimes it sounds like it's bashing, but the thing is, the truth is, we want the competition. We want more innovation. We want to feel like they care about us as a consumer. And personally, for me,
I can tell you they don't.
But and that's the only argument that I really have. And I think I can speak for Nova on that as well. I'm just trying to articulate it, but it's just more. But we have to understand, man, like, you make a big purchase like this, we expect to see something.
Again, ROI. If you're an investor, $7.5 billion. Okay,
yeah, you're going to be saying that for the next year when you know damn well nothing's going to shape from it for at least 2 years. So it's going to be the same song for a while.
But here's the thing, and here's the thing.
Be real. They bought studios. No, keep in mind. They bought a shit ton of studios in 2018, right? Who are also finishing projects, right? So let's not act like
those games will be coming out next year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see. No, literally, nothing's been announced.
Because that's because that's all this shit takes time.
But do you think? But hold on. Do you really think these are going to be exclusives? Do you really believe they're going to be exclusives?
Yeah. Whether they are or not,
you think so? Microsoft is all about.
Spencer said he's not worried about
he's more
PlayStation's income at all.
Yeah, he they say they might hook up the content on our side, but remember, Xbox is about money. So exactly. So money means everyone else is going to get it. They will make it happen.
Exactly.
So is Sony though. Sony's about money too, but they're like, shit, we want more money by getting more players on our side. They're still about money. They're still money hungry.
They will never make money like Microsoft.
But we're not comparing Microsoft. We're comparing Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay,
not
true.
Sony
true.
and Microsoft. You know what I'm saying?
But Microsoft's going to run Xbox like Microsoft and say yes.
Like you said, you said this last episode. You said Xbox is $1 billion company. Microsoft is $1 trillion company.
Yeah,
which is true.
They don't give a fuck about their Xbox division.
Yeah, it's just a division at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So again, it's they don't get unlimited. Like now, the word came after this purchase. There are no more unlimited checkbooks at Microsoft. Halo will be the last game that has that for a long while.
Oh, because of that flop. And also the flop is why they're not gonna allow that shit to happen.
Oh yeah, exactly. So,
that's the main reason.
That's a solid fact, and that goes to say, and that just goes more to our point. Like, when do you, as a player on Xbox, like when do you guys get tired? You know what I mean? Not saying switching, not saying switching console. I'm just saying are you not frustrated as a consumer for Microsoft?
Nah, I don't play I'm not worried about exclusive games. That doesn't bother me at all. The games I want to play, I can play.
No, exclusives are not. I'm just saying the lack of games, the lack of something new.
I think the controller is it for me on PlayStation.
I know we're gonna talk controllers and all that stuff in packs, but I'm saying
get the hell off of your packs.
As Xbox players who've owned and played through the whole entire 360 generation, can you honestly say that the Xbox One generation was better than the 360 generation in terms of games, exclusives, and content? Fact. Real time.
Again,
they had their fair share. They had Titanfall that came out.
Answer the question straight. Was the Xbox One generation better than the Xbox 360 generation?
Well, no, because I have more memories with 360.
Why? How you have more memories? That was longer.
Way more people I had. I mean, when I was playing Halo 3, I was literally playing with at least, like, I could put 20 people at any given time from high school. I could play with at any time.
I would say
the camaraderie. That was a whole different time again. Like,
I mean, you had so many more newer games.
We had more time to play. We had more. Yeah.
Okay, so you answered my. So from what I just got from y'all was that Xbox 360 was a better generation than Xbox One.
It was more memorable. Yes, I'll give you that.
No. Not. I didn't ask you if it was memorable. You had more fun on Xbox 360 than you did on Xbox One.
I mean, you had 95. I had more time. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
you had 95 rated games. You had Halo 3. You had Halo 2. You had Halo 1. You were spoiled. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, literally.
Gears came out. Gears 1, 2, and 3. You guys.
I didn't fuck with any of the Gears.
Okay,
we're talking about general broad. We're talking about the lay of the land. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that trailer for Gears of War. And man, we all know it. Mad World, like that shit was amazing. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, that was cool and all commercial, but fuck commercials. We're talking games here.
We're talking about like.
I know. Listen, what about Call of Duty fucking Zombie Max? The commercial for those 3 weeks early on Xbox. Point and simple is, in my eyes as a gamer, and from what I can get from y'all, 360 was a better gen. Xbox One was a worse gen, arguably.
And we'll say this. And we'll say this.
As Xbox fans, let me finish. As Xbox fans, why shouldn't we hold Microsoft accountable to be like, yo, what the fuck? Things were great with the 360.
Yeah, and not only that, don't you think? Quality of games? And don't you think that negative fallout definitely affected, sales when it came to the Series X? And I know I'm not wrong for that.
I think the question was more of how I felt about it.
Yeah.
And
you said that the Xbox 360 was more memorable.
Definitely way more memorable. Had more time to play, had more people to play with. But at the end of the day, the games that I play are on all the consoles, so nothing changed for me.
Halo 3 was not on all consoles.
Okay.
Halo 3 was an exclusive.
Okay, besides Halo 3, every other game I played, every single other game I played was on both consoles. It was never about the exclusives, even for just Halos. Again, that was back to playing with the people I want to play with, my friends. And that's how it's always been.
You're okay. So while you are, and I'm not taking away about the fact you're playing with your friends, but you guys were playing exclusives, and I'm sure Halo was the reason why you got an Xbox, right?
100% the reason.
Which at the time was an exclusive. So we
can't say
you were drawn to the console.
It's still an exclusive.
No, it's not. You can Master Chief Collection's not. But we're talking about at the time, it was an exclusive. You had to have an Xbox to play Halo, period.
Oh, yeah, now it's on PC. Yeah, okay.
And Buck Roger has he left a comment saying, facts, Xbox gamers need to speak up. I dropped Xbox 2017 since I wasn't happy. OG Xbox was the best, and 360 had a killer start in some amazing games. Xbox One had a good start with games and then just fizzled out. So, I mean, this is not the first person, former Xbox player. I'm not saying people should drop Xbox. I'm just saying, like, we got to ask more from these people who run this shit, because it's like, yo, if the older BMWs were good and then the newer ones are shittier, I'm gonna be, and I'm enjoy BMW. I buy their products. I'm saying, yo, BMW, like, what's up? Why were the E93s better? You know what I'm saying? Than these F10s, and then boom, they have enough criticism and they bring shit back that's better.
I've said it before. I started the generation off with Xbox, and then 2015 I was like, yo, there's nothing, I'm wasting money. It's just an app, you know what I mean? I can access Netflix, but I can do the same shit on PS4, so I just switched.
And I'm sure you left some friends behind as well too.
Yeah, but I play better games.
Yeah, you were more about the single player games though.
No, I was about the overall experience. You know what I mean? I could play the multi, but like majority of my friends ended up switching and playing PlayStation, and I was starting to feel lonely. You know what I mean? Like, damn, all my homies. Yeah, no, but I mean, hey, we go where the games go. Like, if Xbox has games and PlayStation does it, I'm going to Xbox. You know what I mean? I'm going where the games go. My loyalty right now stands with PlayStation because they have games. They're able to keep me.
Okay.
But until they don't do that, you know what I mean? When they stop doing that and then Xbox starts, hey, I'm not loyal to y'all no more, bro. I'm riding. I'm jumping on this wave.
All right. Well, we're coming close to time.
Hey, let's see the top
quick,
five.
All right, real quick before we do that, can we talk about your Series X?
Oh yeah. That's something. I mean, we can just do the top five though.
No, we can let's talk about your Series X. Let's talk about CC's Series X. I'm sorry, and what happened to the console to eat monster, the 12 teraflop machine. Like, what happened to this 12 teraflop machine?
Tower Power had a mishap. I had to send it into Xbox. I was having an issue with the HDMI connection. I'm guessing soldered to the motherboard. My HDMI would just cut out for about 1 to 2 seconds while I could still hear audio because my headset was connected to my controller, so I know the game was still going. So it would just cut out mid-game, making it really frustrating and hard to actually play multiplayer games and things like that, because that 1 to 2 seconds is life and death. So had to send it in. They did give you an option to expedite the process, which does cost money because you are expediting the shipping.
Oh man.
It costs $10 if you want to do the expedite process, or you can do the free I think it was about 14 to around a month time wait.
So they can't even pay for their own fuck up, basically.
Yeah, it shouldn't cost you a dime.
Or any expediting extra. Shut up.
Yeah. I expedited the process, so it cost me $10.
It was free.
It shouldn't cost you $10. You know what they should do?
Hey, I will say this. Hey, sit down, stay in the corner. I will say this. Xbox is a lot better with their refund policy than PlayStation ever will be. So if they're gonna charge me $10 to expedite the process, that's not too bad. When PlayStations won't really give you a refund for about anything.
Really? Really? Yeah. We're gonna say that when they just gave people refunds for.
Hey, look at PlayStation's history for refunds. They don't do it.
I've never had a refund a game on PlayStation, so
and you won't.
Yeah, I never had.
They will not allow it, no matter what happens. They will. This Cyberpunk will probably in history, if not, it's like pulling teeth. Like you can play a game on Xbox for about like 10 hours and still request a refund, and they'll give it to you. They're pretty lenient with their refund policy.
Series X's are fair.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, look. All I'm saying is, if I drop, well, you drop bans, but I know you made your money back. But you drop bans on 5. Count on 5. Booker T 5. Xbox Series X's and S's. And yet the one you have, the one you kept, the one that you playing on, you had to return it. Come on, man. If I spent that much money on my shit and I gotta still pay $10 extra on the money I spent on that shit, nah, fuck that.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Expediting will cost always more. I mean, that is hands down.
Even if you spent that, I'm just saying,
there's still a free option. If they didn't give me a free option, then yeah, I'd be pissed. But they did give me a free option.
What I'm saying is they should still give you a fucking $10 gift card and a Coke and a fucking smile. You know?
You think PlayStation's gonna do that for you?
Yeah, for all those brick PlayStations.
Well, our systems are a family, so we don't got to worry about it.
I got no brick. Hey, dollar sign. Hey, dollar sign. You got a brick? You got a brick?
Hold on. If you go on Google, you can find some videos of PlayStation fucking up.
And if I go on Google, I can see some videos of Xbox doing the same thing. But hey, you just happen to be the guy on the show with the brick.
Yeah. So, hey, it happens.
You right now.
Off on you.
Hey, they all can't be first round picks, all right?
I mean, how many times did PS5 turn off on you?
Actually, only once when I initially got it, and I did get scared.
Hey,
but the update fixed it. So that was my saving grace.
PlayStation had this weird limbo with one of the Call of Duties games, where if you purchased it, it just wouldn't download, and then it basically asked you to purchase it again. So that was a huge flaw within itself.
That wasn't really. I don't know.
Some people were affected, not all.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure that was the disc version of.
How could the disc version?
No, hold on. Listen. If you bought the disc version of Call of Duty Cold War on the Xbox One, you can't bring that disc version over to the next gen. So actually, you get.
No, I'm talking about downloadable content.
What downloadable?
There's a weird limbo bug.
I got that game. There's no downloadable content.
Another thing, I'm actually downloading the game itself. Like what some players reported when they downloaded the game, it went into a queue, but then
you were playing the PS4 version. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. I had an issue where it was only letting me play the PS4 version, and I had to delete it and re-download it, and just choose the PS5 version because it wouldn't change. But hey, guys, we are just hitting 2 hours. So real quick before we end the show for this year, and we can extend it out a couple minutes, but I do want to go to everyone's personal top 5 of the year. Games that came out this year. If you want to participate, you can. I'll go ahead and start off in no particular order, of course. We're gonna go with Ghost of Tsushima, Demon Souls. It's kind of hard.
Actually, I want to hear you put it in order.
Bro, come on. I'm in the middle of my list.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, we got time.
The show's over. Fuck this shit. Say not. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, Demon Souls. Death Stranding? That can't even come out this year.
No.
Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I'm drawing blanks, guys. Just skip me. We'll come back to me.
All right.
Boy, get out of here. Go
All
with
right,
Courtney.
Your idea.
I can go. I have mine in
Easy.
order. All right, my number 5. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Damn, boy, step away from the mic.
Too close?
Yeah, too
How about
close. Are
here?
you good?
Good now?
Good.
All right. Number 4 for me is probably going to have to be The Last of Us Part 2. Number 3 is going to be Demon Souls. My number 2 game, Cyberpunk 2077. My number 1, Ghost of Tsushima.
Hey. Solid list, my man. Solid list. We'll move on. Cool Hand.
Yeah, I'll say. Well, I have mines in order as well. Start with number 5. I'll say it's between Fall Guys and Call of Duty Cold War. Number 4, Crash 4. Number 3, even though I've only played it a little bit and I want to give it a full run through, it's Last of Us 2. Number 2, Miles Morales. And number 1, Ghost of Tsushima.
All right, CC, you're up next.
All right, I got the floor. All right. I got. Should I start from the bottom? The top. I'll start from the bottom. All right, so I got 5 and 6. That's gonna be Fall Guys and Among Us. They kind of got that same slot for me. Then I got Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I got Cyberpunk 2077. Then it's gonna go into Ghost of Tsushima. After that, we got Valorant. And then on the number 1 spot, I'm going to have to go with Half-Life Alyx.
Nice. Solid list.
Yeah, I need to play that.
I didn't get a chance to play it yet, but just with what the reviews and how everyone says it's groundbreaking for VR, that's what puts it at the number 1 spot, because everyone knows you can pull up the receipts. I think VR is the future of gaming.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's like the best VR game, so I want to see it. Like I love like innovative technology, so it's something like I really want to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely buy it, and then I'll just bring over the PC.
Yep. I would say my list, kind of going off what I said, mine's in no particular order. Demon Souls, Ghost Tsushima. We'll go with Animal Crossing: New Horizons, and you know what? We'll say Last of Us 2, even though I haven't booted it up yet. I'll give it to it for sakes. iTrip, what's your list?
Does it have to be games I've played? Because I've only played one new game.
No.
Shit. So I guess
Angry Birds does count.
Yeah, didn't play that. So I guess it would be Among Us, Call of Duty, yeah. I guess Animal Crossings, Last of Us, and then Ghost.
Okay.
Would be out of all those games I played one of them.
Danny in the comments says doesn't count because I haven't played the game. Yeah, but I own it. So I'm looking at it right here. I just gotta beat the second half of Last of Us Remastered. And I'll get to it. I'm over here looking at all my games. I'm like, wait, this come out this year or last year? I be playing old shit, man. Just like I said, I got PS3. I'm really about to get back in my PS2 bag, big time. Watch out on YouTube. That's coming very soon. But yeah, okay, guys, that was a dope lists we had. Definitely looking forward to 2021. There's mad shit coming out, like on both sides, PC, Switch, everything.
What would you say you're looking forward to the most?
Like announced that we know for sure.
And it could be that, or just in general.
In general, Metal Gear Solid remake.
Okay.
That ain't coming out 2021.
You never know.
No way.
I'm just, hey, look, we're saying what we hoping for, right? And what we looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to Deathloop. I wanted it when it was first announced. You know, it's gonna be a launch game, but I'm excited for it. It looks really fun.
Yeah. What about you, CC?
I'm definitely looking forward to Halo. And then definitely can't wait for more, hopefully more anticipated news on Fable.
I was just about to ask you that too.
You already know. You know where my heart's at and my head.
I know. What about you, iTrip?
Oh, you already know. Halo. Once that drops, every other game is dead to me.
Talking about Craig Simulator?
Honestly, I would have bought that day one. Day fucking one, and still been as fucking happy. Like, I was still losing my mind during that whole gameplay review. I was so fucking excited. I didn't even care.
Well, for you Xbox fans, if you guys are anticipating Halo, you can play the new Halo on Fortnite in creative. Play it right now.
Or you can play it on a 3090 resolution. But that's another story. Besides that, yo, guys, thank you so much for rocking out with us.
Big thanks.
Go ahead, do our outros, and in your outro, say a little extra words. It's been a good run so far. CC, go ahead, man. What are you playing right now? Where can they follow?
I've been exiled from my Series X, so been playing some Fortnite. Got back into League of Legends, dabbling back into that. You can find me on Xbox Live at Budzslightyear, IG 2020 WRXSTI, Twitter CC1, and Twitch CC1. So go follow me right now. And it's been a crazy year, everyone. So just happy everyone made it out, and just blessed, and take care of yourself. Be safe.
Facts. Trip, what about you, man? What are you playing right now?
Right now, I am heavy on some ESO again. Heavy. That and Paladins, I'm gonna be running pretty heavy for a while. You can find me at iTrip 2 on the box, and iTrip 2 _ on Twitter, on the tweets. My words for the year: remember, the truth doesn't always need your participation.
Very insightful words. I like it. CoolHand, where can they find you? What are you playing?
No, you guys can find me on IG, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as Twitch at CoolHandCruz. And you guys can catch me every Friday streaming on Twitch. I will be playing Bloodborne. I will be playing Crash 4. I'll be playing a whole myriad of games, maybe sequentially, maybe not. Well, no. Took a break this week because of the holidays, obviously. But catch me next week, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
All right. Got any additional words? Last episode.
Oh man, it's been an amazing year, and just don't sleep. 2021, we're coming at everyone's neck. That's what it is.
That's a fact. And last but not least, Dollar Sign, what are you playing? Where can they find you?
So I've been playing some Cyberpunk, Demon Souls, and I got back into Bloodborne. I wanted to help out, Cool Hands, because like Bloodborne is tough at the beginning, but once you like level up a bit and you find like the weapon you like, the game like really opens up. So I want to get you there. Once you get there, the game is perfect. It's like literally my favorite game of all time. Well, it is my favorite game of all time. Like I already spent like probably already 20 hours on just playing it again. Like I'm already like halfway through the game.
Damn, that's
yeah. I can't stop playing. It's so fun. Yeah, but you can find me on SoundCloud, C_$, and my extra words. I don't really have extra words. The sandwich at Popeyes, like the chicken sandwich, is really good.
Extra spicy sauce. All right. On that note, y'all know where to find me, Sonova. Again, really appreciate you guys for sticking around. It's been a crazy 4 months. We've been doing this, I wouldn't say even 3 months. We've been doing this, it's been 4 months. It's the end of August. Yeah. It's been fucking fire, having, you guys on the chat and just tuning in every week. Whether you catch us on demand or whatever, just it's our honor having you guys fuck with us. So definitely catch us 2021. We'll be back first week of January, like we never left. And I'll be getting my PC built from between now and there, and just look forward to some future updates on the show. It's gonna be looking a lot doper, and again, more guests coming. It's gonna be dope. We're definitely getting Hip Hop Gamer on Q1. It's gonna be fun. Stay tuned with us, guys. Don't fucking sleep. Insomniacs fucking podcast. You already know what it is. Catch us 2021. We out.